Hey guys, this is the RumblePac podcast. I'm your host Stefano Fontana, and here are my co-hosts. One being the lovely Patrick Dennehy, the man whose beard it was bigger in Texas. I don't remember what I said last week.
Just use something different.
We're back.
Bigger in Portland.
Sure.
That's Pasquale Galuzzo, the man who wishes he was Charlie Day.
I mean, no.
You're fired.
All right.
All right, it's me and Patrick. It's what we'll do this podcast.
Yeah, boss
Fine, I'm
battle.
Charlie Day.
Chris, play the boss battle music. How are you
All right,
guys?
guys. So
Good.
yeah, we're okay. What have you been playing this week, Patrick?
I've been taking the time to clear up my
Don't
backlog.
touch my mic.
It was a falling.
No.
Touch my table. I've been just going through my Nintendo 3DS backlog because I can't justify picking up anything new.
Well, that vast library of 3DS games.
I mean,
Was
have
it
you looked at
DS?
his
Not
shelf?
3DS.
What are you talking about? The 3DS has a massive librry.
Oh shit!
Wow.
I'm kidding. I'm being really mean. I don't hate
All right,
3DS.
well, 2 minutes
out of
in,
my
we've already
house.
started.
No, I'm kidding. Vita's better though. So what gives you
Wow.
playing?
That's hilarious. I've just Kirby Triple Deluxe, Fantasy Life, Fire Emblem Awakening. I got back into Pokemon Ors.
Only two
For
of
a
those
second,
games
I
sounded
thought.
good.
For a second, I thought that was all one giant title.
Yeah, it's a crazy game.
Yeah.
Only two of those games sounded good.
Yeah, I started playing Pokemon again, and I'm gonna actually complete the Pokedex.
Which Pokemon were you playing?
Alpha Sapphire
Didn't you do that already?
in every other game. I haven't
Except
completed,
that one.
I haven't completed the Pokedex since Gen 4, so it's been a while. Now there's 700 of them, and I lose motivation so quickly. It's ridiculous. But I have renewed motivation.
Yeah.
And I don't plan on buying anything for a while, so might as
Okay.
well finish it
Yeah,
up.
you got time.
How about you guys?
Pasqualino?
I haven't had much time this week, but when I did have time, I played Borderlands still.
Sounds like you.
Yeah. I'm trying to finish it off. Yeah.
How far are you?
Patrick, I didn't know how far I was until I told Patrick, but he says I'm about halfway.
That's all right.
Yeah.
No, I lied about that.
Well, fuck you.
Wow.
Jeez.
Oh,
You're freaking.
sorry.
You're angry today.
You're going after the jugular.
look, I had a hard week.
What time of the month is it?
What was
a couple
yesterday?
days
Zip up
until
your vagina.
Valentine's Day.
Shut up.
Oh man, here we go.
Look, it's offensive.
You
So who?
Women
We're
to
not gonna
you.
get into this because
Exactly.
it's very easy for us to go down the wrong trail.
All right, Stefan, what are you playing?
I've played Gone Home for the second time. I bought it again on the console.
Second time today.
Yep, I beat it. I could play ostensibly for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Just keep replaying it over and over
Four
again.
times back to front.
This is honestly, I freaking love that game. It made me cry again.
I'm glad, man. It's good to have something like that.
It's so
I appreciate
good.
it.
You
So
ever cry
good.
every so often.
I need a good cry.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I tweeted at the guy, Steve Gaynor, the guy who made it, and he actually responded. And I'm really happy. I was like, "You man, you're a good dude.
Oh yeah,
You made
Nice.
fucking BioShock. Like, you're a good dude."
still haven't played that one.
All by himself. You're
Well, he made it with Ken Levine.
Well, yeah.
He made the levels and stuff, and he pretty much designed all the DLC, the main DLC for BioShock 2.
cool.
And then he made the game of the year whenever Gone Home came out again. And I was playing Tomb Raider
Oh my
for a
God,
bit,
there we go.
Okay.
and I beat that game, which is really fun. You all
Yeah.
should play it when it comes out on PS4 next year.
I will
Yeah, when it comes out, a year later,
If
full priced,
if I
it'll
have,
be great.
you know,
Yeah,
and it
really
doesn't
looking
cost $1
forward
million.
to that.
I mean, that's a bit excessive.
Do you want to get into that very quickly? Because we keep bringing it up.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so this is
I'm
one
leaving.
of my. This is one of my. No,
That was the worst segue I've ever heard in my life.
Shut up. You're gonna enjoy this. I was gonna bring this
Want
up
to get
later
into
on
that
to the show.
quickly?
I was gonna bring this up later on the show, but we need to talk about the Division news.
Okay.
Okay, so
I don't even know what
I thought he was gonna talk about something else.
do you want to talk about something else?
I thought you were bringing up the pricing.
Yeah, that's what I thought
I
you were
was
gonna-
going to bring up pricing, but I'm going to do it through the Division
Okay,
news,
go
'cause
ahead,
It's called
go
a segue. This little boy over here judging me.
I'm leaving.
Leave.
I'll be in
I
my
don't need
trailer.
you. All right. So anyway, earlier this week, it was released that I have the actual quote here because I'm professional.
I'll have you know,
journalism.
last week he didn't show up with a topic, so this week he overcompensated with 3.
Division will have exclusive monthly events that are only available to Season Pass holders. Season Pass owners will also receive a set of exclusive outfits, weapon skins, as well as access to special monthly benefits, including exclusive content drops and special events. So, what these special events are, what these exclusive monthly content drops are, we don't really know. A monthly event could be, in their defense, a double EXP weekend, right? That
Yeah.
could be, or it could be here's a new instance, new dungeon, new whatever. Now, I'll
ahead,
give
no,
you your
go
time.
ahead, no, go ahead,
I'll give
yeah.
you time before we like completely rip them apart. The the director came out and clarified a couple things.
As an
and he
aside,
said-
just so you know how Patrick feels, his title for this part of the article is "The Division Fuck Up."
Yes.
So clearly he's not pleased.
The director came out and said, "We will sell you more stuff for you
thanks.
to do in game." This is seen as a positive in the community, by the way. We will sell you more stuff to do in game from in the form of downloadable content, but there won't be a pay to win or pay to get better gear or pay to get more Dark Zone credit theme throughout the game.
That's okay. I'm okay with that.
We will sell you more stuff to do. Okay,
That makes sense.
Whatever.
That's
That's
games.
the current market that we live in.
That's all games.
So now my problem with this is that you essentially put out two versions of the game. You have the base game, which you could pick up and you could play through the storyline. You could get to level 30. You could gear up your character.
That's the max level?
Which is yes, I think so. It should be. I don't know. Who
Sucks.
cares? Fuck it.
Anyway,
So you could do that.
You're just Destiny on
The
the mind.
gimped version, or you could buy it's the proper version if you want to get the expansion packs, all three of them. If you want this monthly drop of content, if you want this exclusive bonus stuff that you could do for another $50.
So
why not just put out the game at one price? Include what you're going to include in it. Well, like, why do you have to sell a broken version and a proper version?
because it's extra money.
hold on though. That DLC is not coming out for another year.
No, yeah.
So it might not even be done yet.
That's fair.
And so I'm not going to defend them. I
can't
don't
defend them.
I don't think we know enough. They're purposely not telling us enough, which kind of bugs me, about what this is, because. And I think they're not smart in doing that because everyone's going to assume the worst.
Exactly. I
So
mean,
you
that's the
should
thing
just
that,
tell
like,
us.
just with that's how gamers are. If you're vague about something, they will assume the worst because that's what we're used to.
So when he cleared up it not being pay to win or anything that like makes you better, that made me feel a lot better about it. Because when you say exclusive gear drops or whatever, it makes me feel like you're going to be getting shit earlier than other people that are
Right.
better than other people.
But I mean, that's and I hate using this term, but it's a slippery slope.
Is it as long as everything's aesthetic
Well,
or
because they're
equal
saying-
to things you can get for everybody else?
Or is it
That doesn't really bother me.
Or is it like a drop will have to maybe more often than it would if you didn't have it?
But even then, that's still kind of you're
Kind
giving
of, but,
someone
like-
a leg up.
But I mean,
just
there's still
because
the
they
chance
spent
you can get it without paying for it. It just might take a little bit longer.
Well, I mean, now this is what I'm thinking. They could put out, let's say they put out a special instance of Manhattan that you could go into and you could get similar to, if not at the same level as end game content. You can get end game content by just playing through the Darkness Zone and doing stuff, but you could also get it by going into the special, easier version of the game that you could only get access to if you have the Season's Pass, if you have the DLC. It's technically, you could go through the game and get the same level of gear, but if you have this, you could do it easier and faster and more streamlined. That's not them giving you an advantage, that's just giving you another avenue to do something.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what that is.
Right, and now the similarities and the parallels between the Destiny marketing strategy and this game, they're just growing a little bit too close, too similar to me. Because Destiny's like, well, we're going to introduce microtransactions. Everyone was like, okay with it. But now it's getting to the point where you can kind of start seeing it snowball down to a tipping point that you just don't want it to get to. And I don't want to see Division get like this because I was looking forward to it. But now I think it moved kind of away from day one purchase to I'm going to like maybe wait a couple months and see where it goes. Because now you're looking at, in Canada, and this is just economy, Division, now the price of a new game is $85. It went up from $80. This season pass is like, what, $40, $50? So and then after tax and everything, you're looking at $150, $160 for one game. To me, that's not worth it. That's not viable.
I just don't think. I agree. I wouldn't get the Season's Pass. I'll probably still get it day one. I just don't know enough about what is exclusive being given to you, because like.
That's the thing. They should have been more clear. They should have been like, this is what you get. You get special double EXP weekends. I'm fine with that.
I feel like it will be not even anything consequential. I feel like it'll just be like, you get these special skins that make
For
you
now,
look like.
but
I think like that's what it will be. But I
hope so. I really
and
do
I think
hope
they're
so.
wording it this way to entice people to actually get season passes.
Yeah.
So Pasquale, you are probably the biggest advocate for this game on this podcast. What's your thought on this? What's your opinion?
Like, okay, as long as they're not adding too much, like we're to a point where it's like you said again, where it gives you an advantage in the game, or what happened?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Jimmy?
There's a ghost here. But yeah, so as long as it doesn't give you an advantage in the game, but because they're very vague. You can't tell what's gonna happen yet.
Right.
So ideally, I would still buy the base game.
Yeah.
Because for one, I find it looks interesting.
Right.
I want to play the story, see what's going on. If all that extra stuff it's essentially DLC. Where for Destiny it would have been like the Taken King or something.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a totally separate thing.
But
I don't know if it's going to be required to have that to continue playing the game.
I agree. It is DLC, but it's different from the DLC that I guess I'm used to. This is almost mandatory DLC.
But we don't know that.
I know,
know.
but you do need the Seasons Pass if you want to play the expansions, and if you want to continue playing the game past the base.
But you can also just buy the DLC no matter what.
Absolutely.
That's how it always is.
But if you look at Dragon Age DLC, if you look at even previous Fallout DLC, you don't need it.
They're not online.
Destiny DLC, you need it if you want to play.
Yeah.
If you buy the base game of Destiny, you can't do anything. You can't do PvP. You can do the story mission, and that's it.
But this game actually has a story mode. So I think what happens is, from what the sounds of the DLC, what it does is unlock different areas.
Yeah.
So what I think happens is you get the DLC, you unlock a different area to try and lift up. Because the whole point of the game is to repair the city, right?
Right.
So I think what the DLC will do is unlock
sense.
different parts of New York.
Yeah.
For you to repair. And
because
explore.
originally weren't they supposed to have Brooklyn and a few other areas in the game, but then they took them out? Maybe those are now DLC.
Because they probably couldn't finish it in time.
They
that shit was huge.
Exactly. So maybe that became DLC to a point.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So to a point where you now have to get it separately, but
it just seems too cash grabby for me. I don't
everything's
like that.
cash grabby though.
No, I know, but it's I'm okay with the game having expansions, right? And that's I look forward to when a new expansion comes out for a game that I like. Mm-hmm. But when when they hide it behind you can't just buy the expansions individually as you want. You can, but then you lose out on the monthly bonuses and the special gear.
But
and the new content
what is the monthly bonus? Like you said,
exactly.
is it double XP weekend? Who cares?
I don't know.
Whatever.
If it does turn out to be something like that, or what if it is holiday events are hidden behind this paywall, which is something that everyone enjoys. And
but I know, but
I know, but it's.
And what
I don't like this trend, and I don't like where it can go, and I kind of hope that they feel the burn enough from this that they're not going to feel the burn. They're going to make money off of it, and they're going to continue it into the future. That's what it comes.
I haven't heard
to,
anyone really complaining about this yet.
Because we don't know anything about it. You can't complain. What's there to complain about?
Exclusive complaints right here on the room.
No, but
you will not hear complaints anywhere else.
I googled it and I didn't see anything when Batman Arkham Knight came out and they're $40 DLC for skins. Oh my gosh, this is the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. There was a lot of people really pissed off about that DLC.
Yeah, I didn't like that much either.
I haven't heard anything about this DLC yet.
Maybe the way they showed it threw people off so much that they have no idea how to react to it. So there's
the internet complains about everything.
That's true, but I'm
the director also said that the Darkness Zone wasn't going to be the only form of endgame content. He said that there's a lot more to the game that they haven't showed up to the public. So is this a little bit too early to talk about this? I think it's good to talk about it, the concept behind it.
Yeah,
we don't know enough yet.
The game's not even out yet, so
yeah, but still, it's just that this whole non-transparency that every company works behind. I don't like it.
The only thing that I've seen, so I saw a video of the underground thing, which is one of the DLC levels that's coming out, and it's just an instance underground, it's a sewer level.
Yeah,
essentially. There's nothing to do with. It's just adding another raid. It's just adding. It's like
Destiny Strikes or something.
World of Warcraft, it's like World of Warcraft instances, right? You get another instance. So what I think is that all that stuff will be, and I think events might be maybe because it's not DLC specific, it's Season Pass specific. I feel like it'll be you get to play with other Season Pass holders, and then you guys will play together.
Right.
I just don't understand how you would do that.
I would absolutely hate if you're walking through Manhattan and then a special event shows up
and you
have to run down this hallway and then a big pop up shows up. Hey, you need the special DLC. If the game actually treats you like a second class citizen for not having it, that's where I have problems. And there were a couple games that do something like that, and it's ridiculous.
Go ahead.
But the game world, is it going to be an instance where there's going to maybe be 16 people in an instance, or is it going to be 100?
Idea.
So maybe it's only going to put you in instances with other people who have the same content as you.
I don't think so, because they would want you to know that you don't have everything.
Do they? Like that might break their game.
It's
I think
Ubisoft.
Yeah, but that might break their game.
I think there might be
No.
the monthly ones have specific load instances because
That's
the way
what
the
I'm
game
thinking.
works is that when I was playing it, at least in the beta, they have bases, right? When you walk into the base, I can't see you. It loads a different instance inside the
Yeah.
base.
So it's like your own base, but it's the same.
Like I can't go
in.
in. We can't go into our same safe houses.
Right.
So essentially, like, which actually is kind of cool because like you don't actually share a game world.
I like
That's-
that. Yeah.
You
Kinda-
share the outside world and you play the outside world together. But
I think that's more of a way of
affects-
like not immersion breaking because not everybody could be restoring the city.
Exactly.
I also
So
have
it's
just one question. Do you upgrade your
center, yes.
center? Like, can you design it the way you want?
It's a
it
beta,
like,
dude. I don't know.
okay, but I'm gonna say like because if this is kind of off topic, but if they made it so you can design your own base the way you want it, and you want to show it off to other people, like look what I made, look at my whatever, right? Like I could see why it might be a pain to not be able to share it, but it's also good. But that was a little bit off topic. But
The reason why I think it's good to not share it because it doesn't make any sense. You wouldn't be able to customize it if you could share it. 'Cause
That'd
then
be
everyone would
true.
be sitting in the same area.
well, I mean, you could invite like somebody say like invite them into your instance, I guess.
Oh yeah.
If they do that, I don't know, but
Yeah, your base is like a separate instance.
yeah, okay.
Right.
And so like, which is good. So maybe it's like the monthly thing loads you when you click like start. It loads you into like a different instance or something. Like the only thing that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But
So
still a month away, at least over a month.
Right.
So like,
Yeah.
we don't know what's
I'll get it. I'll be the.
yeah, no, if
Boots
you
on
guys
the
want to
ground
guinea
order.
pig it, that'd be
I'm
great.
gonna-
Like,
yeah.
as of right now, my pre-order is still on Amazon, but like I'm just kind of waiting to see how this folds out. So I mean, do you want to give your final thoughts on the subject, and we'll move on? I got some more news.
Sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, yeah. I don't.
Does this doesn't affect you at
Did
all?
you have
You
a
don't
stroke? What was that?
A little.
I mean,
What's it?
Just,
Son! So yeah, are you okay with paying $150?
no, I'm not okay
for
with
the
paying
full...
for so much. But again, you say it's the full game, but we don't know what you're like.
Oh,
what that's
they're
supposed to be.
like they said, they
And-
will sell you more content. Don't worry about that. You will have microtransactions in the game that are separate from the season.
Yeah, but I'm saying-
well, they didn't say microtransactions. They said DLC.
no. Well, this is, they said microtransactions.
As long as I can play the story and still play.
Microtransactions in addition to DLC.
As long as I can still play the story, like the actual story, and then play with friends outside in like the open world, whatever. I'm okay with that. And then there might be some stuff that I don't get. I'll pay.
Well, you can only do that if you pay the $50
That's what I'm
a
saying.
year subscription to PlayStation Plus, so you could use their servers.
That's what
of
I'm
course,
saying.
you know.
But if
Come on, it's been like 20 years of that. Let's not.
no, I actually like have no problems with
can
it.
I change
Okay.
my topic to be focused on this? Like,
We could come back to it. We could do like a
Yeah.
special spin-off show.
my
Division grade.
right.
I was gonna say, just why did we pay so much for games?
Our division.
Never mind.
My
Division in our stars.
cumulative statement is that am I willing to pay $150 for a game in DLC? Yes, I've done it before. I bought Destiny.
Yep.
However, look how that went for me. So it's one of those things where I'm like, do I want to commit to spend that much money on a game that I might not play?
Right.
I had a lot of fun playing the beta. I also had a lot of fun playing Destiny's beta. So like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Destiny's kind of ruined it. Like there would have been a chance that I would have just dropped money on it no matter what because I thought it looked good. And
My final thought is just I'm just gonna kind of wait and see what happens.
Yeah.
Once Ubisoft puts out an official announcement saying like outlining their plan, if I agree with it, then I'll pick it up. If not, then I'll just
That's
wait
not
until
gonna
it's
happen
in the.
until like a week before.
Look, it's a
though.
Ubisoft game. Give it a year; it'll be like $20 in a bin somewhere.
Probably.
like I don't want to write this game off because the fact that Ubisoft's making a different game that's not Assassin's Creed is like
Right.
a good thing. So I don't want to be like no,
Yeah.
fuck you, you know.
Yeah,
They've been
Alright.
working on this for a while too, no?
Yeah, it's been
Probably.
They announced it like 2 years ago.
Ubisoft development cycle at least a year. Anyway, moving on. Do either of you know about H1Z1?
I know
The
there's. I
Yes.
heard. I
Yeah.
heard about the story, but go ahead.
Okay, so H1Z1 originally promised to be a free-to-play game,
not
split up
anymore.
into two games. So yeah, you're getting the survival aspect, and then you're getting a King of the Hill type game. So H1Z1 started out as free-to-play, and then it moved pay for early access, and now it's pay for both on top of microtransactions. So this is it's an interesting
There
evolution.
seems to be a trend.
There
Yeah.
seems to be a trend here. I don't know if you picked up on this. I don't like this. This game has been in development hell since before it even started being developed on. It was promised a free-to-play adventure survival game, which God knows we need more of those.
we don't have enough open world
And now they
games.
split it up into the actual survival mode, which you do have to pay for, and then they split it up into the PvP mode, which you also have to pay for. I don't like this. I don't like where gaming is going.
It's stupid. Like, why split? It's essentially two.
You know what?
Yeah, it's two games.
They split into 2 games, and they each have like 2 separate development teams working on it.
So
now.
what is the SKUs for them? What are the price points?
I think they're about $20.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Okay,
Like, that's actually
yeah.
a step in the right direction because they should have done that with Call of Duty like 10 years
Keep in
ago.
mind, this is a free-to-play game that you're paying $20
It used to be free.
So that's my problem. Specifically with this, yes, that's bullshit. You promised a game that was free to play, and it's been stuck in. It's been in alpha mode for 10 years. It's like it never finished games.
Well, I mean, Minecraft is still in beta.
Yeah, Minecraft also is like it was free, and then they're like, "Do you want the more final game? Here's like pay like $50.
Yeah,
whatever." But that's it. Now don't pay another $50 when we decide it's actually done. Like it's like no.
I just think it's interesting that a game could go to free to play to buy our game and also microtransactions before it even comes out.
Because it was probably it came out. It's never actually going to come out.
It's been out for years. Let's be honest, but whatever.
It's probably one of those things where it's going to be like, yeah, you know, we got this free to play. We can make this. Okay, we don't got this. We need to charge them. Fuck, we need like millions more dollars. God, charge them twice.
Yeah, it could have been because their development, like, they didn't have the funds
money.
for it, right? So,
Yes.
exactly.
Oh,
so
they
like,
want money.
Well, they want that. Yeah.
Like I don't mind the idea of separate SKUs. I think they should have had separate SKUs for Call of Duty a while ago. If I could choose to just buy the like
Oh,
20
you mean
bucks,
like story and then PvP?
if I could buy a story for $20 of Call of Duty, pay 5 hours.
Exactly.
I'm honestly surprised they haven't done that yet.
They would not sell a story one at all.
It's-
Only stupid people like me would buy it.
Honestly,
Exactly.
I really like Call of Duty story mode.
Me too.
It's like a really high action summer movie.
Exactly.
You could sit down, play through it in like a day.
Yeah.
It's great.
I don't have to pay $80 for it.
I don't have to deal with apparently like the hordes of 12-year-olds that have all slept with my mom. It's fantastic.
How did you know?
Your mother's
Anyway.
a whore.
Final news that I actually cared about. Well, that's not true, but I don't want to bring it up because we'll get banned. Final news. Nintendo had a press conference. I have to, like, by law, I need to bring up one Nintendo
Hold on,
news
why
per
would you
week.
get banned?
Okay, Fire Emblem's Fates. I'm a huge fan of the Fire Emblem series. The new game, Fire Emblem Fates, Jesus, it came out in Japan, and a huge selling point of the game is that you could have relationships with your characters. Now, well, like, it's a strategy game. Characters, if they die, they're dead. You can't bring them back.
Okay.
One thing that you could do is that you could pair 2 troops together, and you get one superpower troop. They could watch each other's back, and they could help. But as they fight together, their relationship levels grow. They become friends, they become best friends, or they could get married, and they can move on like that. You have a main character. Your main character could also form relationships with the characters, and then you could also have like their children come from the future, and then depending on who you put together, determines the stats of the future. Yeah, it's cool. It's interesting. So in this new game, if you have a really high romantic level with a character of the opposite sex, I don't think there are some gay characters, but there's nothing you can really do with them because it's Nintendo. But you could invite that character back to your house, and then it changes from a 2D mode to a 3D mode, and you see the character, and then you rip their clothes off, and then you actually like massage them and like court them. And I was so excited for this. For obvious reasons. They stripped it. They completely stripped it from the American version. You can't do that anymore.
I'm not surprised.
Me either.
No, yeah. So now what happens in the American version is that you invite them over to your quarters. You see like the 3D rendering of their face, and then the screen goes white, and then you hear like suggestive
They didn't
music.
even try.
But then like you don't have the rubbing anymore. But you still get like, and then you see the pop-up like your relationship is so like it's I'm a huge fan of transparent media. Like, I don't like censoring at all. Especially if it's, like, for cultural differences. Like, when I watch a show and it's like, this isn't a rice ball, it's a donut. Like, come on. I have a problem with that. I don't really see, like, what the problem was with this. Fire Emblem has always been a more mature title for Nintendo. It's a very difficult game.
What is
What's
its
it rated?
rating?
Yeah.
It's rated teen.
That's why I can't do it.
But there's no nudity.
I get that, but you know Nintendo.
There was also another thing.
Japan,
there was also another thing that was removed from the game.
What?
There was. I want to make this perfectly clear because there's been so much controversy between this. There was a female character that had a problem. Whenever she saw a really cute girl, she would faint. Now, this is a problem if you're a soldier in an army because, you know, you faint, you're dead. She was not gay. Nowhere in the game did it say that she was attracted to women. She just saw this is a trope in Japan. The character sees a cute girl, she gets a nosebleed, and she goes flying off into space. This isn't anything new. The problem is that if you team up with her as a main character and you get to know her and you go through the relationship levels, your main character gives her a potion that lets her see girls as guys, so that she doesn't. Yeah, okay, you see the problem. So you kind of trick her into curing her of her problem. That's been completely removed.
Yeah, okay, it's not surprising.
And,
I was with you for a minute.
Yeah, and now, for the record, I agree. You know, that I understand that it's a trope from Japan. It doesn't really translate well to the Western world.
Shouldn't translate well anywhere.
Well,
It's a very offensive trope.
It's
But
the
again,
old-fashioned.
she
I'm doing
wasn't
air quotes
gay,
here. Exactly, it's
right?
the old-fashioned way of
Here's
trying
the-
to
I
cure.
know.
She was
their
gay.
disease.
She liked men.
She was gay.
No, she just liked cute girls.
She was bi.
Okay, if you look at it, think of Dragon Ball Z Master Roshi. Every time we see a cute girl, he gets a nosebleed.
Yeah,
and,
but
like,
that's
goes
okay and
crazy.
acceptable because he's an old man.
Ex-
Also,
Exactly, but I'm
because you
saying-
don't cure him.
I know, but I'm
That's
saying
the problem.
that's saying because
I agree.
that's his way of showing
was a
that
little
he
bit-
likes girls. That's her way of showing that she likes girls.
I'm okay with her liking girls
That-
and
yeah, it's
nosebleed.
fine.
It's the curing
it's the-
part. That's the
yeah,
problem.
and that's
It's the fact that they're trying to say it's like old fashioned trying to cure a disease. Like I'm doing air quotes right now.
Japan, what
But it's
happened?
Like, yeah.
Well, it's this
It used to
like
be
in
cool.
Japan. I want to be fair. In Japan, nobody cares about this. This is like just whatever.
Yeah, because Japan, I feel like they're more
because there's 10
accepting.
billion of
To
them
be
and they
fair,
care.
hold
they're
on,
more
hold on,
accepting,
hold
like-
on. The
But they're
potion.
not, that's the
hold on,
opposite.
hold on. Before we get it, the potion does wear off, and after she sees everyone normal again, she doesn't have this problem anymore. So it's not like it's a permanent thing that you're tricking her forever.
But see, the thing is,
now again, I know that this is wrong.
Hold on.
it's
Wait,
treating
hold on.
it as a cure.
So when she sees the...
like a potion.
It's not really treating it as a cure. If anything, it's just... She still likes women, but she just doesn't... She doesn't see them, so she doesn't faint.
No,
No,
she
yeah.
sees them,
No,
but she's just not getting the nosebleeds or anything.
No,
That's what
he's saying he sees them as a man.
So the main
And
character,
doesn't get a nosebleed,
the
which
main character
means-
gives her a potion
Yeah.
that makes her see men as women and women as men. So if she does see a cute girl on the
It's a
field,
cute guy.
she just sees a guy and she's okay with that. She doesn't get the nosebleed, she doesn't faint, she could go on. And then eventually that potion wears off and everything goes back to normal, but she doesn't have that problem.
It changes
anymore.
men to women as well?
No.
That's- you just said that, yeah.
Wait, what?
You said
You
that
said-
it said change women to men and men to women.
Yeah, so she sees everyone as the opposite gender.
What
So
does she
if
think
she-
when she sees men then?
If she had seen a man and then to her it looked like a cute girl.
I don't know, actually. I think it just makes him ugly. There's some like translation errors there, but like
Okay.
it effectively quote unquote cures her.
So
that
here's the
got
thing.
kicked.
So that's the thing. They're using it as a potion to
but
cure.
are they curing her?
Right?
It's too... It's... You shouldn't do it just because it doesn't...
work in the Western world.
It doesn't, but I don't think they're
What?
curing them of
Okay, then
being gay. I think they're curing
Wait.
her of fainting and bleeding and dying.
Yeah.
is this still in the Japanese version, or they took it out of everything?
No, it's still in the Japanese version because
Okay.
Japan doesn't care. This
Yeah.
is like it's more acceptable over there because it's more of a TV trope that they're used to.
Japan accepts everything.
yeah.
They have underwear machines.
Honestly, and
Underwear machines?
Used underwear machines, yeah.
What the hell
I
is
kind
that?
of like them for
Girl
that.
underwear machines used. Men can buy them. And
You go to a vending
That's
machine and you
right.
get like
Sniff
used
them.
panties.
Interesting. I did not know that.
I have another topic, but I think I've been going too long, so I'll save
Okay.
it for
No,
next
go ahead.
week.
No, go ahead.
Yeah.
What is it?
Nintendo had an investment meeting, and they announced more information about a couple of upcoming projects. First of all, no NX news. They haven't said they
won't.
straight up said we're not going to be talking about the NX. They talked about Nintendo account and My Nintendo, and a little bit about Miitomo.
They're not talking about it because someone's
Now,
really
this is-
right.
oh, yeah.
They're like, fuck.
They're like going through 4chan. It's like, how do they know? So the Nintendo account, it'll officially launch in March of this year, and supporting countries, we're one of them, by the way. And then
Big surprise.
it'll be coming out to the rest of the world the following month. Registration for Nintendo accounts have already started in December, in Japan anyway, and we should be seeing them hopefully throughout February. You will have your own profile, recommendations, discounts. So it's just a standard online program that
Profile.
PlayStation has, Microsoft has. Nothing too big there. Now this is I found this to be very interesting. Nintendo plans to have over 100 million people sign up for their account system. Now,
Not that many people even own consoles.
now, but here's the thing: you could sign up for a My Nintendo account on your 3DS, Wii U, or smartphone, or on the PC.
Is that separate accounts? Or
No,
is
it's
it all
one account throughout all devices.
How's that going to make 100 million?
That's a very
PCs,
good
people
question.
who don't own don't
Many
own
more people
consoles.
have a smartphone than a Wii U.
I know, but
Many more people
Are
in
they
Japan
gonna
have,
have-
a smartphone than a
yeah,
Wii
but
U.
are they going to have
Yeah, I know that-
literally all of them?
I'm looking forward to
Make
see
it?
where that kind of goes to. And
So
now
I-
you have. Go ahead.
I feel like this is just leading towards what NX actually is.
That's right. They haven't said anything. Oh yeah,
There's
here's
a-
another big thing. You'll be able to purchase. You'll be able to purchase games from your PC and smart device, and then have them like download on your Wii U and 3DS while you're away, which is pretty good.
Yes.
Welcome to 2010. And now you also have the My Nintendo, which is kind of replacing Club Nintendo in a sense. It'll be launched alongside the Nintendo account in March, there'll be 2 currencies: Platinum coins and Golden coins. Platinum coins you get from playing the mobile games, going to the eShop, just doing whatever you do in the system. And then Golden coins you get from purchasing digital-only games, which can be, and then you could exchange them for different things. Platinum coins you could exchange for kind of like what Nintendo Club was. You could get special backgrounds, DLC in games, physical goods like that. And Golden coins could be exchanged for only discounts on digital games.
That's got to be 100% leading up to NX.
They're going digital only.
Physical games do not get anything. There's no pamphlet. There's no code. You only get this discount. You only get these special coins if you buy digital only. What if NX
is an online ecosystem for every console?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Did you hear about the thing where they're like, what if X is actually cross? And it's Nintendo cross, and then they're going to reveal the next system they're crossed with?
I don't know, man.
Nintendo crossed Microsoft. Boom! Who wins?
Shit.
Yeah.
It actually gives me chills a little bit. I'm like, that's fucking...
It's interesting. It's
They're closing the gap.
How fast when you guys buy an Xbox?
E3 is going to be great
How
this year.
fast did you buy an Xbox?
I've already pre-ordered one.
And done.
And then final thing, My Nintendo will start off with point program, coupons, emails, and web downloads, and later expand to friends list, cloud data, and perks in retail stores. Friends list?
Welcome to
Cloud
2006.
data. Do you know what cloud data means to Nintendo? Does this, when I buy a game, let's say I buy Super Mario on my 3DS, can I play it on the Wii U? Does it download to both? Does it save in the goddamn cloud? Do I not have to buy the same game 14 times? Nintendo!
Is it Vita? Is it Vita? What is this?
No.
It's great. Anyway, and there's some stuff about Mitomo, but I don't care.
Yeah, that was one of the dumb things they made.
So Mitomo's coming out in February. You could pre-order or like pre-register, and you get special Mitomo things. I'm gonna like download it just to see because I have no idea what the hell it is. But like I don't
Well, being
care.
a Nintendo correspondent, you have no choice.
Well, here's the
game
thing.
or whatever,
I'm going to download it because it'll give me platinum coins in my Nintendo account, which I could then use to further evaluate my expectations on Nintendo. So it's great.
You have a problem.
No, here, very quickly. Mitomo is an entertainment application which turns communication among friends into a form of play. Nintendo pushing boundaries. Your Mii will ask you questions and communicate this information automatically with friends. Fantastic. It's called sending a goddamn message.
God forbid.
An additional feature Mitomo will include where you take photos of your Miis. So it's got kind of a stalkery thing going on there.
Good.
The application will launch in March in Japan. At the same time as the My Nintendo Mitomo will be available in 2 other countries later that month.
Of course, they couldn't let you actually send messages. No, they have to have them phrase them as questions.
Right,
from
of course.
Well,
they
direct contact
don't want
to
it. No,
another
God
person.
forbid.
How dare you talk to a person?
How dare you talk to someone?
But did you want to play online with somebody? Call them on the phone.
Only in the information age. It's, Anyway.
Nintendo cross Microsoft. Done.
Nintendo cross Sony. It could have been anything.
That's it for gaming
Nintendo
news.
cross PC. There you go.
That's same thing, Microsoft.
Exactly.
It won't be Sony. There's too much bad blood.
Is there?
No.
From PS1, there's too much bad blood.
No, I just think it's going to be its own thing. It's going to be Nintendo's It's going to be Nintendo's final stand.
They said specifically computer.
Are you sure it's not just going to be like next?
Well, I mean, look,
console?
in today's market, Sony has a website that you could go to and buy stuff. It's the same thing. Now, here's what I'm thinking. If Nintendo actually finally has a server, and obviously, you have to pay for server space. I'm fine with that. Are they going to have a game of the month type thing where if you subscribe for a year's worth, it's like, here's a Mario game. Here's like Super Metroid.
I doubt it.
I'd be down.
Of course you would, but I mean...
oh, man.
They should do a monthly thing like PS Plus. And just
That's
release
exactly
old
what I said.
fucking games. Yeah.
PS Plus,
It's okay,
Xbox has like games
But the
with
thing
gold
is,
or whatever.
they would have to remake it or like at least...
No, just port it.
Port it.
Okay,
Well,
yeah,
you,
but that
you
still
think
costs...
Nintendo doesn't have the backlog?
They do, yeah, but I'm saying they still cost some
They have the
resources and
virtual.
shit.
They have the virtual thing.
Yeah.
They already have games that are ready to go, and they have enough to support them for quite a while if they wanted to do that.
This is all NX stuff, probably.
Yeah, and good. It's about goddamn time. It's 2016.
They say they're not talking about NX, but
They're giving hints.
yeah.
I think they have to. Anyway, so I'm done. That's it for gaming news around the web. Chris, make me a theme song.
You went off this week.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, you guys have topics? Can I?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Pasquale.
All right, mine's kind of short. Good thing yours was long. So, but I'm pretty sure we might have talked
My
about
plan
this.
on taking over the podcast.
That's
Just a
fine.
one-person podcast.
You want to follow me? Go
Look,
to twitch.tv/favorite.
Shut up.
Hardcore history with Patrick Denny.
Look, if you can do it, I'll just give some extra of my 2 pennies or whatever. My 2 cents. That's what it's called.
Wow.
Oh my god, we don't even have pennies in Canada anymore.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's been 2 years. Holy shit, it's been like 4 years.
I have them in my house. They use at the bottom of flower pots so they don't wilt.
I'm gonna keep one till I'm like 80 years old. It's gonna be a relic by that time.
What's your topic? Segway.
I'm pretty sure
Is it pennies?
No.
Get the fuck out.
But
If you were to make a floor out of pennies, how much would that cost?
at least 100 pennies.
Way more than 100
The
pennies.
smaller your floors.
Yeah.
You don't know.
I'm sorry.
A penny's not even an inch. That's an expensive fucking floor.
Well, no, if like 5-6 pennies per inch.
No. A penny's like half
Measure
half
out
an
an inch with your hand before you stop.
An inch is this. I checked.
All right, moving on.
Shut up.
Chris, I need you to put that at the beginning of the show.
No. Okay. My topic.
Why were you checking that with your finger?
I'm pretty sure I heard this somewhere. I heard it that I'm like, I have to
Yeah,
make
I'm sure you
it's actually...
Google it because you're like, man, that's pretty similar.
Shut up.
That's
Okay.
a pretty similar size. I mean,
Topic.
ladies.
Hello, ladies. I'm worth 24 cents if you know what I mean.
You're a cheap hooker.
Woo!
Ahoy!
Okay.
Chris,
Well,
Boy.
get to your topic.
my top. I'm pretty sure we at least touched upon at one point is, does nostalgia influence your choice of what you decide to pick up and play now?
Absolutely 100%.
Only because you play Nintendo.
And this is like, well, I recognize nostalgia. I know when I'm being nostalgic, but like the new Digimon game came out. I want that game so bad, but I refuse to pay it because it's too expensive.
What is it, $30?
It's 60.
Oh, jeez.
See, for me, I like Digimon, but I'm be like,
But
don't really
they're
care.
doing
Like,
a good job because 60 digitally, 80 physically.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
finally.
Which is bullshit because the digital version comes with like the season's pass, and you have to buy that separately with the digital or with the physical one.
Alright,
It's
they're
called
just-
crushing.
They're getting rid of
GameStop.
physical.
But anyway,
surely.
like it's
Yeah.
the Digimon game. It's just a dungeon crawler, turn-based RPG, but it's Digimon, and I like Digimon.
Yeah.
And I understand that's what Digimon games have always been, but like I'm really nostalgic for Digimon.
Okay.
I love the characters, and that's kind of pushing me to picking this up.
Think of one of your most hated games,
Got it?
right? And then but replace like the more like the characters with nostalgic characters that you would have had.
Okay.
Would you still pick it up?
Well, there's a mod for the Binding of Isaac where you could replace him with Pokemon games.
But you love Binding of Isaac, so I'm
I
just
also hate
hates
it.
okay. Well, I mean like a game where it's like you won't touch.
I don't know, like, but you can't really do that because if you take like one genre that doesn't really fit in, then replace it with just characters from another.
Okay, let's
like,
say
that
it
doesn't.
does fit
it kind
in,
of
though.
ruins both of them.
Like Dark Cloud. Wait, Zelda.
Now I've been playing Dark Cloud,
Zelda?
yes, and I love that game as a kid. But I'm playing through it now, and I'm like,
Not as good as Zelda?
I was like the building creating and like the city building. I'm like, I don't remember it being this bad. I remember it being fantastic.
You know why? It's
Well, that's
because
nostalgia.
Yeah, that is
that's
absolutely
nostalgia, but the technology advanced and made everything better now.
and that's
so it's
exactly why.
Not
I
even
picked it
that.
up.
You
I'm
just
like, I
you
wanted
thought
to
it
play
was good. 'cause
Also,
you were
you're a
kid,
stupid kid at
and
the
you didn't know
time,
anything
yeah.
better.
Well, to be fair, Dark Cloud 2 is a fantastic game.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Wants to
Dark
play-
Cloud,
you did so
Zelda
for
3,
instance.
Twilight Princess.
You playing golf?
Yeah. Don't even talk to me about that. Oh my! I'm not getting this.
Nostalgia, all right.
For people who don't know, that has golf in it for some reason, but you know.
Yeah.
Nostalgia.
But-
I think nostalgia fuels me as a person. I'm exceptionally nostalgic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everything I do has to do with nostalgia. I quote Simpsons on a daily.
yeah, that's true.
And Family Guy. Not Family Guy.
Nothing.
Boy Meets the World.
Simpsons,
Everything.
anything 90s for the most part.
I listened to the 90s Riot Girl music this morning.
2
this
decades
afternoon.
ago.
Jeez.
I wasn't even. I was one when in the middle of the 90s.
Oh, calm down. You're
I
a
was
90s kid.
4
You
or
don't even
5.
remember half.
That's what I'm saying. That's ridiculous. But I have two other
So
brothers.
does your
so I
nostalgia like affect like what you go out and buy, what you purchase, what you watch? Like it has to.
Like, if I feel like for me, it might influence. Like, let's say I played a Mario game. I'm gonna might try and find a game. Like, if I hear a game that's similar to that now, like the way it's built and the way it plays, I might think,
Well-
okay, let me go pick this up. Let me go
Yeah.
give it a shot.
me-
See how it is.
That's
Wake up!
Chewy impression.
While he's like, I don't know, freaking recovering.
That was
Look
pretty
at today's market. everything coming out today is either a remake or a reimagining or a rehash or a reboot
or a sequel.
Exactly. It's everyone has nostalgia.
Yeah, but then what
Look
about
at
the
ukulele?
Oh my god, I can't wait.
They're
Okay,
playing off
I don't care about that
nostalgia
at all.
hardcore. Yeah, but you never
But
really
you didn't
liked
really
banjo.
like banjo, so
And that's why, because you're not gonna like this if you didn't like banjo.
But
I like.
You're
for me,
right,
I love
but-
banjo, and I'm like this. If I don't get
ukulele
this,
is a banjo
if
game.
I don't get
It's
this
actually-
before day one, I'm gonna be mad.
it's
Like,
it's funny. The one medium that nostalgia doesn't affect me, and it's probably video games.
really?
Yeah, that's like the one.
Yeah, for me, it's movie and cinema.
Yeah, anything
Yeah.
that I like is
Okay.
not interactive experiences affect me with nostalgia more it's because I place them with memories.
I guess. But
So if Simpsons, I will always think Simpsons was the best
Okay.
cartoon, but only the old episodes.
okay, let's say they release a Simpsons
That
game
is
now.
true.
That was just utter shit.
I wouldn't play it if it was bad.
But I mean, let's say you didn't know until you bought, like, you only bought it because of that, and then you found out after you played it that it was shit.
Okay.
Like, you're still buying it for the nostalgia.
Well, no, I'm not buying it for nostalgia. I'm buying it for name recognition. I like Simpsons. I want to see how they do.
But it's still like nostalgia because they're
No.
like the way they're gonna advertise it. They're gonna put jokes and stuff in there that are from the actual like show.
I don't know if
and
that's
et
nostalgia.
cetera.
Nostalgia is more like your feelings and memories based on a thing of the past. So like, for me, nostalgia is like continuously buying Ocarina of Time 10,000 times because you think it's good.
I bought it like twice. Calm down.
Not you. I just mean Nintendo generally has released it like.
Well, I mean
400
that's
times.
so. I mean, look at re-releases.
Yeah,
Every game that like was a re-release, I had it already. I
Okay.
could play Dark Cloud too. I have it on the PS2. There's nothing. Everything still works, but I chose to pick it up on the PS4 and play it again. Why? I have all this game. I had Ocarina of Time, but I picked it up on the 3DS.
yeah.
I think
I
nostalgia.
had Wind Waker. I have Twilight Princess. It's what's the difference?
I think a good way is the ask question is kind of like, has nostalgia ever like let you down? Because nostalgia lets me down all
That
the
too.
time.
Yeah.
I think movies are great, and then I go back and watch fucking Thunder in Paradise with Hulk Hogan, and it's the worst movie I've ever seen in my
That's why
entire
you
life.
watch
But I
ghost
still
shit.
like it because I remember it as a child,
Right.
And so like I know it's bad, but I'm just like, no, this is still great
Okay, but
for all the other reasons.
one of your favorite games is Bioshock. If they re-release that on PS4,
Absolutely I'd buy it.
And let's say it just doesn't translate well for some reason.
I mean, they're re-releasing the Mass Effect trilogy, and I know you're a big fan of that.
Yeah.
I will buy that again.
So okay, let's say they.
It's still I have the trilogy on.
It's
Yeah, but I'm saying
as a
let's,
set on my
let's say you play it
Xbox.
again and just for some odd reason it just doesn't feel the same. Is that gonna let you down? Like make you think before? Like why did I like this?
No, because I'll understand that it was a game. It was of its time. Like you need to
Yeah.
be able to separate those.
I
Things.
and your
guess.
interests when you
Yeah.
were a kid are probably a little bit different.
I think
than what they are
Bioshock
now.
is an unfair example.
It's
First of all, because it was like 10 years
somewhat
old,
recent.
and it's it was
Yeah.
PS3,
Yeah.
so it's not old enough.
All right, if you're gonna, you gotta
I
go at
think,
least 2 decades.
Like when they released Ducktales
Oh man,
on PS, that game was awesome when
Yeah.
it came out on PS3. The port was amazing. Like it looked
it was
great,
really well done. It
but
was
I could
beautiful.
see how it could be the opposite.
Yeah.
You could play it and this could have been terrible,
yeah,
but you remember it being great. Like I said, for me, that really only happens with it's more passive experiences. that
I think
happens
Shovel
with.
Knight's a great example of just building off nostalgia.
That's
Shovel
yeah,
Knight's
that's
great.
capitalizing on nostalgia.
It's a fantastic
sure.
game, but
Well,
it's
purely based on old games.
yeah.
Gone Home is totally capitalizing on nostalgia. That entire game is based on if you were from
Life
the
is
90s.
Strange.
Everything exactly.
yeah.
Everything you're playing through Gone Home when you play it is like this is like looking through my cupboards. This is like I remember having VHS tapes, and that's why you get into it.
I
That
think-
builds a world.
Honestly, I think nostalgia is just as important as the genre of the game.
What about
Because you want the person playing it to like associate with it and like it to continue on. That's
and
then
memories
you
is the
have
best
people
way to
keep
do
going.
that. That's why nostalgia
Absolutely.
is good.
what about okay? Because for people older, let's say 80s, they would have played games side scrollers, 2D, all that, right? And nowadays they're still releasing those types of games. They easily could not make like back then they only made them because that was the technology limitations.
Right.
But now they're still making it. Like people are still making it, but they could make it a 3D if they wanted. Like they're just making it in that 2D
I mean,
side scroller
not
format
every game
because
has to be
of
3D.
nostalgia. I know, but
It's a genre of its own, right?
yeah, but I feel like it's a genre on its own because of nostalgia.
No.
No, I feel like
I don't know. I know what you're
nostalgia.
saying.
I get what
Yeah.
you mean. But I think
There's-
nostalgia is more like it warps your view of something because it's the past and your memories with it. Whereas
Yeah.
2D games are just good.
Okay, I'm gonna best example
Yeah.
Doom.
Yeah. Well, you got a problem with Doom?
No, but I'm saying it's gonna come out. What if it's utter shit?
It probably will be. It's a Doom game.
Cool, hold
But
on now.
that's okay.
Name
because
one
that's
bad Doom game.
I like Doom.
Exactly.
But Doom, what do you mean? The new Doom
the
is the
new one.
same as the old one. The old ones were like 3D explorer shooter games.
Okay, I know, but I'm just saying, like, what if
They were done in 2D sprites.
Most people who are gonna buy it are gonna buy it because they like the old games.
Well, yeah, it's a Doom game.
And it's just what if
you haven't had a Doom game in like years?
I know, but the reason you like it is because the way it plays back then on that type of technology, and the way it plays now is gonna feel smoother. It might not feel like a Doom game.
Right.
So that's gonna ruin it a little bit for some people. I feel like.
Honestly, I was watching the trailer that they just put out, and the amount of like finishing God of War type animations they had, it slows down the game too much, and I really hope that doesn't become a problem.
Yeah.
Because then my nostalgia is going to be like, what are you playing?
Exactly.
This isn't Doom anymore.
So it's like it's its own thing.
Yeah.
So I think that like nostalgia only works for games that you play again.
Yes.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Because like nostalgia makes you make a game that's not like old ones.
But yeah.
But it doesn't make you...
Nostalgia only works if you go back and play that game again and reevaluate with
like
what you have.
Replaying Dark Cloud, you
Ocarina
played it because of nostalgia. Does it live up to what you thought it was?
Yeah.
Right, absolutely.
Does it?
No. No, I really enjoy it, but like I just remember it being like this huge grand adventure when I was a kid.
Yeah,
and
me
now
too.
I'm like watching the cutscenes. I'm like skip. Like it's really slow
I
paced.
guess you're more influential as a kid. So
I used to play Dynasty Warriors for hours, and then I bought the new one last summer, and I was like, what the fuck is this? What is this? It's the same exact game. Literally hasn't changed in 10 years.
Yeah, no, I know.
Can't play it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, like,
Alright, so,
I think nostalgia affects your
It
view on old things.
Yeah, it affects that. So it could have.
Yeah.
A final thought, like it could affect the way you're thinking about why you thought something was one way.
But
Right.
I don't think it affects your purchasing new
Well,
games.
feeding off that, I think
No,
it
no.
affects how you view old things, but it also like kind of affects how you view the current market, like what
Yeah.
you're actually interested.
Yeah, because some people are like, games nowadays suck, and
Exactly.
I'm like,
No, they don't.
no, they don't. You can't see the forest for the
You're
trees.
blind.
So it does,
Yeah, like-
it does influence though a little
In
bit.
that sense,
in that
yes.
sense, yeah.
Specialized
Like
on
if it's like I'm not gonna buy this game because shit compared to that. So
I don't like video games anymore because they suck. I'm like, no, you just don't.
you're just stuck in the past. Yeah. All right.
There you go.
That was it. Steph.
All right. So.
These are great segues.
Right.
All right, Steph.
Steph,
your turn.
go.
Do it.
Start.
Do it.
Chris, theme song
Fucking
now.
Do it.
Ba-da-ba. I don't know.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
That's it. Stop. No more.
You get 9 seconds before you get cut off.
No, not with Nintendo.
No.
Not with Nintendo.
You just 0.3 seconds, no more.
62 pennies worth. Which isn't bad when you think about it. It's
pretty good.
woo.
So
Yeah,
my
what do you got?
topic is. I mentioned I was playing Gone Home for the second time, and bought it again. What makes a game? Because the classic complaint.
People.
No, not like
Done.
physically actually makes the game. What classifies things as games? 'Cause
Anything that's interactive.
Yeah.
'cause everyone complains that Gone Home isn't a game. It's not a game.
No, it's a
it's a
game.
walking simulator. How dare you give this thing Game of the Year? It's not a fucking game. You fucking hipster pretentious fucks. Quotes. Air quotes on things I've read on comments about Gone Home.
Right.
What the fuck?
It's a game. Like if you're gonna call that a walking simulator, anything that's been actually called simulator, goat simulator, farm simulator.
Ant Simulator, which got canceled.
that
and I'm
actually a
very-
thing?
No, it got canceled.
Oh, okay. I'd play that.
Vehemently upset about that.
I am fucking bread, okay? Like you're being it's toast simulator. Like it's the same thing.
Well, then, yeah. Well, like, what's a game?
It's anything
a
interactive.
game isn't just something it's not just a video game.
It's
It's anything that you use to occupy your time and you, find enjoyment out of.
You can consider
Hopefully.
a website a video game, because it's interactive, right? You're scrolling the website, you're going like clicking on stuff. That's interactive. That could be technically considered a video game.
Yeah, I think people just say those kinds of things because they don't understand it. They don't like it. Instead of just being like, you know what, I don't like
Right.
this thing. No, I have to call you an idiot
Well, that's
for
how
liking
everyone
something.
is today. Instead of like actually understanding something that they don't want to deal with, they just be
Called
mean
stupid.
about it.
Because they want to be
Go
right.
attack it.
Yeah, they just want to be right.
You don't like Nintendo? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
It's the whole
Who are these
Xbox, PlayStation fanboy thing. Like,
yeah.
which one, right?
Oh, you're different than me. You're wrong. It's, all right, cool.
I didn't like that, which
But-
means because you like that, you're an asshole. It's like, no, you just didn't like it. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, people are stupid.
What do you like about Gone Home?
Literally everything. There's not a bad part about that game to
Tell me about it. I've never played it today.
this hour. While we're
And-
recording. I don't know. It was, like I said, it was my game of the year when it came out. And, like, so little bit of transparency. I messaged our group chat on Facebook immediately saying, "Can I make this my game of the year for 2016?" I'm like, "It's fine. No, it's my game of the year again. I don't care about anything else. It doesn't matter." Like the game just like we were saying, it uses nostalgia to create emotion and characters that you understand. Everything about it creates an environment that you can get, and they know the exact audience they're going after, and they know the exact feeling they're going after, and it's 2 hours long, or even like 5 minutes long, depending if you know what you're doing and how much you want to explore
longer
it.
if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, and there's so much like little stories around, and like it's just such a personal game. Like the creator was saying that it's pictures of his wife's family are used around the house, and they just painted them over. Like that's the family, like that you're playing as.
Yeah,
like that. It's just a very personal.
I don't know. My
story.
problem with that entire like sentiment is people love the shit out of Slender. It's the same thing.
Terrifying.
You're walking through the woods. You're finding notes. That's it.
It's a survival thing.
It's
that people
what you
like to
do.
survive.
Well,
Yeah.
it's Gone Home is a puzzle solver.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You're walking around finding notes.
Why is that your problem?
See,
Like,
the thing is,
no, like my problem doesn't come with like the concept of the game. My problem comes with the people that are complaining about it.
Oh yes.
I have nothing against Gone Home at all. I have nothing like. There are games out there that I don't like, but I'm like, this shouldn't even have been made. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, like my feeling about that game, though, the reason why I like it so much over other games is because of the feeling it gives me. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god, so
2 weeks in a row.
If you want professionalism, go to twitch.tv/Raro.
I hate you so much. Anyway, so yeah,
It's okay.
the reason why it connects with me is because, like I said, I'm like the most nostalgic person you'll ever meet, and I wasn't even like I said, I was 1 in 1994. Like, I really don't know what it was like to be
God,
in
you're
1995, right? And that's when the game is based. But
You're so old.
I remember,
Thanks.
I remember through my brothers and through television and through
Right.
that, and that gives me that feeling of nostalgia. It's like I feel nostalgic for places that I've never really been to, and things
because
I've
you have
never
the memory
actually
of them,
seen.
even if
The
it's not
idea
a
of them,
real
exactly,
memory.
like, and that touches upon that, like that music, that era, everything about it is things that I enjoy. Which it's just like it was a game meant for me, like partially.
Yeah.
Knowing if you people know who I am, like Nirvana's like my favorite band for no good reason. Like the guy's a terrible singer, but I still love him. Like it doesn't matter. No, don't kill me, internet. I know Kurt Cobain's sacred to you, but like let's be honest here. I fucking love him, but you know, and like Friends.
It is Friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I hope that's not getting picked up.
I hope
don't
it
care.
is. Yeah. And,
I think it's that 70s show for a second.
no, that's Friends.
No, it's 70s show.
It is 70s
Hold
show.
on.
Oh,
You're
this
right.
Is,
It is a-
this
I
is
knew
great
it.
radio. What is that distinct background noise?
You guys probably can't hear it. That's fine.
So if
It's
you guys
fine.
can't hear, I'm pretty sure 70s show's playing somewhere.
Not a thing to
Okay, so
do.
what makes a game? A game could be like pushing a ball in a hole.
A game is pushing. It's called golf.
No, it's stupid. It's Scottish made. It doesn't count. But it could be.
You got
Listen,
big Irish
Irish.
fuck.
Hypothetically. I don't know. I just don't get this
No, but
argument.
it is
It's
a
stupid.
game.
The argument's
I think
stupid.
it's
Everyone's
dumb.
stupid.
Like
People
when
are
I was
stupid.
playing it, I actually thought it was supposed to be a horror game.
How good is that?
Yeah,
they
it's
set
like-
it up. The light breaks and turns on. Oh my!
Was
Everything.
this just your way of talking about
Yes.
Gone Home for 27 minutes
You
on
could have just said, "I want to talk about Gone Home."
I
today."
love this game.
But
You
yeah,
bastard.
What happened? Okay, so what happened was I watched you guys on I watched on the podcast. They're called Kind of Funny. They're awesome,
I
and
give
they
you
were
free
interviewing.
advertising.
Right?
Yeah,
It's okay, whatever. They did a exclusive interview with the guy who made the game, and I was
Right.
looking through the comments after, and people were just being fucking assholes.
that's the internet.
And
How
I'm just
dare
like,
you not make a game that specifically fits my needs and my interests?
I'm just like, wow, like, why are you? He was in this video, like. Don't watch it then. You should have known what it was going to be about.
in the title.
Like, well, he came to the Gone Home guy interviewing to complain about the
like,
game.
It's like the title says Gone Home creator talks about Gone Home. And it's like, I'm going to watch this. I don't fucking like Gone Home. I'm going to
That's
complain
what
about
they
this.
did.
Oh,
I'm
look, a
just
Gone
like,
Home video.
I'm
This
reading-
is stupid.
I hate this game. Well, duh.
Read the title.
Like,
Oh my god. And these are people that reproduce. These are people that go out and make more people like this, and we gotta deal with this.
This is what our society's become.
This is what our society is.
this is the Nihilistic Podcast. We are.
Should we just call ourselves Bitter? That's her name?
Welcome to
This is a motto. We're a bitter.
Today we're going to be talking about the inevitable heat death of the universe.
And my topic is going to be we hate people. And,
my experience is on the bus.
I sat on the bus today in the back. Nobody sat next to me. I was glad.
A guy picked up a beer can that was sitting on the bus for 4 hours, drank it.
I can't believe that was a thing. That was so stupid.
Okay, nothing about video games. Just
Yeah.
gonna tell you guys a story. I was going to my internship last year, and I'm sitting on the bus, and I hear next to me a bunch of rattles. I'm like, that's weird. 3 empty beer cans on a public transit. Sure, that makes sense.
How did that last that long?
It tipped over, fell down to the stairs. All there was thud, thud, thud. I'm like, that sounded a little less empty than empty. I'm like, that one's clearly full. Guy from the back of the bus gets up, walks forward, grabs the can, goes, awesome, this is great. Cracks it open, has no idea where it came from, starts drinking it.
Yeah, well, duh. To him, it's a gift from God.
I'd like
the
to,
bus gave me beer.
I'd like to
Beer bus?
I'd like to give you some...
Sounds like a show.
Dude, right? It also sounds very much like a porn.
Beer bus.
Beer. Listen.
That's
Change
not- that's
3
not-
letters in
that's,
there.
That's the one I was...
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh, Chris.
Now this stays.
So before this,
I
hear him at the back of the bus talking to another gentleman because they both came from the courthouse in Newmarket, and they were talking about how they just got out of jail, and that was their release court date, and they're talking about what they did to get into jail: assault, theft. I'm like, oh,
etc.
and then the beer falls, and the gentleman who assaulted a man walked down to the stairs, grabbed the beer, cracked it, was like, hey, you want some?
You know, to be fair, after you get off for assault charges, I don't really think you care much at all about your life.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just wants back in at that point.
I'm just like, what the hell? What world is this?
But honestly, I would never expect to hear a story like that, like, coming from so close to home. Like, usually you hear about shit like that, like...
New York? In America?
In America, in the States. Never in my life would I think it happens in Canada.
It's true.
Yeah.
Or Florida.
Definitely Florida.
Oh my god.
They have the best headlines. Alright, so that was the end of our not video game podcast.
All right. God damn.
Oh, man.
It's story time now.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, guys. We don't know what episode number this was.
It's actually episode 6.
Yeah, blame
We're to
Chris.
call it
Chris, is
episode-
all your fault.
Chris,
call-
stop editing.
No, call
No,
it
don't.
episode
Please
X
don't.
until we figure out for sure.
It's episode 6.
Episode NX.
This is actually episode 6.
Nintendo Cross RumblePac. Oh, man. That's what
Nintendo,
it
if you
is.
want to sponsor us, contact me at Fairfield TV Slack.
No, RumblePac, damn it. Alright, guys.
Don't go to his Twitch.
Don't ever go to his Twitch. It
Get
sucks.
out of my house.
He could.
All right.
He could if you want to suffer.
Thanks, guys, for tuning in.
Have a good
Episode
week.
6.
Episode 6, bitches!
Hey, this is Chris, and this has been another episode of the RumblePac Podcast. Thank you for listening. Be sure to subscribe and share if you like what you hear. Be sure to catch new episodes on SoundCloud and YouTube every Monday. We'll catch you again next time on the RumblePac.